I stand before you today as a candidate for the Democratic nomination for the presidency of the United States of America. I do not intend to offer to you the tired and glib cliches which for too long have been an accepted part of our political life. I am the candidate of the people of America.
President Kamala Harris is the first black woman to be nominated by a major party for president. But as you just saw, she isn't the first to run.
That's right. We were just listening to then New York Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. She sought the Democratic nomination in 1972. 3 years before her campaign, she became the first black woman to serve in Congress. Shola Lynch joins us now from Atlanta. She directed the 2004 Peabody Award-winning documentary titled Chisholm 72, Unbought and Unbossed. That took a look at the Chisholm campaign, and I know that you'll soon be the director of Spelman College's documentary program. Great to speak with you on this topic today. When you think that Chisholm only ran 8 years after the Civil Rights Act passed, it's so incredible that she was doing something historic so long ago. What was the reaction at the time to her campaign, the resistance and the friction that she faced?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Secondly, when I was making the film in 2000, people were like, why are you making a film about this? And I couldn't believe that she'd kind of been written out of women's studies and political history. So I was amazed that she was still around to tell the story, and she's in the film. And I think that's what is priceless. But, you know, her slogan was unbought and unbossed. But when she put her, I mean, Walter Cronkite says a bonnet has been tossed into the presidential ring, that of Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. That she was thought to be more unhinged, to be honest.
Really? Well, yes. You know, in her announcement, Chisholm said, quote, "I'm not a candidate of Black America, though I am Black and proud." Give us some understanding of how Chisholm's gender and her race factored into how American voters received her candidacy in that time, and how that compares to this moment in history in Harris's campaign.
Yeah, you know, people only saw her race or her gender. I mean, it was science fiction to think that a Black person was ever going to be president. And I would say that that was the same when the film came out in 2004 and premiered at Sundance. We didn't expect Barack Obama. And look, we have Kamala Harris as well. And let's not forget Jesse Jackson. So what I want to say about her run is that she had a strategy that worked in 72. So she wasn't just unhinged. It wasn't just a PR campaign. She was basically promoting the idea, yes, that someone who looked like her could be president one day, but she was running in primaries and collecting primary votes and delegates. And she went all the way to the convention with delegate votes. And if we remember our history, it was a really close race between the top three guys, and her 100+ delegate votes could have been the difference. It didn't work out that way, but she was looking for leverage. She understood political leverage. She was very savvy. So when I think about today and I think about Kamala Harris, people aren't going to dismiss her as unqualified. Well, most people won't. They won't make fun of what she looks like or her accent or her figure. They'll take her seriously. And we know that she is strategic and she's taking advantage of an opportunity. And that's what the best politicians do. I mean, Shirley Chisholm did it in 72. She ran because there was no clear frontrunner. Also, the voting age had changed from 21 to 18, and there were millions of new voters who were like, Chisholm for president. So she thought, okay, let me see if I can galvanize this for a progressive agenda. I mean, she didn't let other people's low expectations of herself limit her.
And as you say that, it reminds me of images of Vice President Harris at a rally saying, we're not going back, and almost in real time realizing the crowd is eating this up. They're chanting it back, and then she starts to repeat. So these candidates can kind of find their groove as they go. If Harris should win, how much would she need to thank Chisholm and all she did?
Well, Chisholm basically started the trail. And so what Jesse Jackson did and then Hillary Clinton is they made a path, right? A Barack Obama. And here, Kamala Harris can walk down that path, and it's paved to a degree. You know, it's super exciting. So history is a relay race. We all owe the folks that came before us that set the table.
Absolutely.
And I hope Kamala Harris does that.
Shola Lynch, thank you.
Thanks, Shola.
Thank you. And it's streaming. You can watch it on Amazon, iTunes.